Wow. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 29 of the LCS Lunker Podcast with my guests.
Ma-
Eddy,
Hello.
Ahren, you tried to speak earlier, huh? Yeah, I was going to say you first, huh?
Yeah.
No, I thought. Are we guests?
Now we're
Yeah.
co-hosts, actually.
Nice.
Yeah,
So-
we're co-hosts.
That's crazy. You just called us guests. It's over, bro. No, we're randoms. It's
Well, maybe we just miss our special guest that much.
Yeah.
Lamau.
I don't. Yeah, episode 29. A lot has happened in the Swiss stage because we've not posted because it's been going on for the entire
all
time.
Swiss baby, all Swiss baby. This is the
Swiss
Swiss
has been
episode.
all-out war from every game is just an all-out banger. Some of them are a little more one-sided, but it is what it is. We are here for it.
Yep.
I guess to start, shoutouts to the Mad Lions Koi. Obviously, they took a loss to BLG. And then in the O2 stage, bro, they somehow lose. PSG got their run back from playing, sent Mad Lions to O2. And then GAM Esports sending them home, bro. Yo,
all of their teams are the teams they lost to are 1 and 2. By the way,
thank God.
they lost to frauds.
Thank God, bro. Mad Lions is gone. I just wanted to start there because you know,
Fuck that team. Fuck that team.
yeah, we don't like.
Looks
Mad
like
Lions.
shit. Looks like shit.
Which we knew. But other than that, I'd say, most shocking thing of the tournament definitely would be BLG 1 and 2 going into it. No one would have expected that. It didn't shock me if they would have lost
LNG.
1, but
It was-
2 is pretty crazy.
It was the loss to LNG that kind of set everything in motion, and then
Mhm.
the game against T1 was a game of all time. So yeah, BLG right now is on fraud watch.
I mean, BLG has as much Eastern wins as TL right now, and they got the same record. So
all I'm saying is
Mhm.
we'll
Mr.
get to the predictions eventually, but their match in the 1-2 bracket is against PSG, and PSG is out for blood. They are getting everything back in blood. They spun back on Mad Lions. Unfortunately speaking, FlyQuest beat them in the 1-1 bracket, but it's okay because we have a chance to. They have a chance to
you
like
say
redeem themselves.
unfortunately.
I might be a sleeper agent. No, I'm kidding. Okay,
Yeah.
no. I'm speaking from the perspective of our PSG fans.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
Right.
I lost. Obviously, we're
Sure.
Americans first. I have my American passport right here.
Oh,
It's
do you
about to
know?
be stripped away from you.
That's
Little birdie
crazy.
told me that thing's going away soon.
But yeah, they're still in the tournament. They have to fight BLG, which is on fraud watch. So, honestly speaking, I believe in PSG to send them away.
I
You know?
don't.
It's okay though, but we're going through the overview of the Swiss stage.
One of the series I enjoyed the most was HLE versus G2.
That one.
Because
Banger.
that was a banger to watch. Also, our thumbnail maker and our old thumbnail maker were there in the VC reacting with it.
No
That was
way.
awesome.
Were they watching it?
Yeah.
No way, dude. Grumble and at TBH.
Mhm.
Thanks at TBH.
Thank you at TBH.
For making our thumbnail. Yeah, they were like pogging, and it was a great match.
That
It was
game was
also like
beautiful.
Very
the longest one.
Yep. That game became the official longest game, outdoing the Rainbow 7 PNG game and play-ins by about
Is
like
it-
30 seconds.
Is it still the official longest game?
Yeah, G2 Hanwha is the longest game right now. 45 minutes and 40 seconds.
And Worlds entirely no, but this World yes.
So not yeah,
Am
just
Am I
this one.
Am I crazy? I thought we were talking about Genji Hanwha series.
No, G2
No,
Honor.
G2
Oh,
Hanwha,
I heard the
G2.
wrong thing then. My bad. Yeah, okay.
Mm.
I was like, I didn't think they had the longest game. I thought it was that one. That one was also a banger. But I thought their series as well was good. But
This one.
it was too bad G2 couldn't pull it out. It's 3 Barons
That's the
into
three
a
Barons.
loss is insane.
Aaron being sad for G2.
Bro,
Yeah, Grims was
I don't-
complaining about Smolder the whole time because he was Smolder.
I don't. Yeah, as you should be. I don't want them to win World. Well, I would want them to win Worlds if it wouldn't make my life miserable as an NA fan. But it
Speaking of
would
NA,
As an NA fan.
out of all the matches thus far, we haven't got a single NA versus EU match.
Yeah.
It sucks,
Not a
man.
single one.
I want TL to stomp the shit out of Fnatic again.
TL
And
fathering Fnatic.
Now we're never gonna get the
How many?
chance.
It's been what, MSI, EWC. Yo,
Yeah.
we,
That
no,
happened again. It would be really
they
funny.
could potentially get the chance to. Aaron, hold on.
No.
I know Fnatic has a pretty big hill to climb against
It's
Weibo.
not even like that big. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, Humanoid has to like super cheese them with LeBlanc or something. Like,
Yo,
or they have to like have the
outhand
worst
Shahu, bro.
draft ever, and then Humanoid plays like Silas or something.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think it's a Fnatic issue more than a Weibo's too good issue.
Bro, the fact
Mhm.
that Europeans can't even they can't even put faith in Fnatic for anything. Like they already had no expectations for Mad Lions, which is why no one is sad about them. And G2 is like the team to like cheer for if you're in Europe. But Fnatic, bro, they're having it worse off than Mad Lions, dude. No one's putting any faith in them, not even their own fan base. Dude, it's so sad. Because I went to Twitter for Mad Lions, like after they had lost. Bro, their fans are actually sympathetic. I didn't see anyone hate commenting or anything. They didn't even expect to be here. So they're happy with what they got. Fnatic, though, yo, they keep saying, bench Noah, get rid of Noah, change the roster, get rid of Oscarid. And I'm like, bro.
Their carries are not good.
And I get it. The game was it against Top Esports? Bro, they left Yone up. Bro, I'm telling you right now, this champion has been terrorizing this tournament. Like, if you are not banning this character, you better be drafting hard scaling and like play the best possible macro for you to scale as effective as possible. Fnatic, they did not do that at all. I know they picked the Smolder, but dude, they were being picked apart in that game. Completely outplayed in the macro, and it was so bad to watch. Like, there's no way you leave Yone up and don't play against it effectively. Like, there's no way. So yeah, I think Fnatic might be in a pickle. It's a good thing they're fighting Weibo, who has also been in a pickle this entire tournament, with their only win being against TL.
Yeah, and we should have won that game.
TL,
TL,
oh my
alright.
god! Oh, you should have won that one. No, you're right.
TL should have won
Oh.
both of their games. They should have.
They just a mixed
We
execution.
suck
They had such good
mechanically. We suck
macro.
in team fights, but we were so good. We got the macro down. We just
Except versus
refused to
Pain for
actually
some
play
reason.
it right.
They
Yeah.
gave away,
Oh my god.
solo for Baron, I guess, and then Yon had to clutch up.
Which is
Oh,
awful.
whatever.
No,
Well,
awful, by the way.
I don't think. Okay, Yon.
Yeah, they did give him all
We
the
were. I
resources.
don't
They
think.
kinda
I don't
took
think
all
we
their
were
fights down.
ever. Even once they got soul, it made the game way harder than it needed to be. But I still would have considered us as ahead. Because Yon was just so ridiculous.
Yeah.
You do that against an Asian team, and they will make sure you live to regret it. They're
Hey,
lucky.
dude,
they're lucky.
nah.
Pain Gaming did not take it.
I'll take that now. I'll take that game.
I don't know, Eddie.
Asian
I did
team.
that
I'll take
versus
that game.
PSG, bro.
I guess so. Honestly, the fact that we won was still good. Yo, shout out to the CB LOL. Unfortunately speaking, Pain is out. I'm sorry for y'all. Yo, they had
See you next year.
they had the worst possible opponents the entire tournament. The entire Swiss. Bro, first G2, then T1, then TL, bro.
I mean,
Yo, God's strongest
I
soldiers.
don't know. I don't know.
See you next
The
year, Pain.
worst opponents.
next year.
Honestly, give me that draw every day of the week.
Huh? I mean, okay.
What are they supposed to get that's better than that realistically?
Well,
Because first they have to get a first seed, and they got G2, so they got the best they could have gotten there.
well, yeah,
Or no, Fly would have been the best.
I'm
but-
just saying, they got the worst possible draws, and it hurt. It hurt to like see.
That's what I'm saying though, is they didn't get the worst possible draws. I'm saying they got very good draws because they got a Western team to start after first seed. They could have gotten Hanwha or BLG. Then they got T1 after losing to Top Esports. That's a fourth seed LCK team.
Bro,
so they got
that's
the
T1.
worst quote unquote, because they're not actually the worst, but they're still the third worst LCK team, which is good. Though they're looking very strong right now. Then they got an NA team, which, to be fair, of the O2 draw, I do think TL is the strongest of that O2 draw. So they did get a worse draw there. But at the same time, they lost to two Western teams So they got about the best they could have got draw-wise, in my opinion. And they were not able to make any.
Yeah. No, if you want to talk about draws, PSG kinda brutal.
PSG got a fucked up draw.
They got first seed in all regions in Mad.
Mad Lion.
All the major regions in Mad, which I mean that's a free one too.
Somebody pray for Maple, bro. Please.
Bro, he's done after this year, bro. He's done.
Dude, I
don't blame him. You see
know,
this
I
draw
know
is rigged
he's done
against him,
after
bro.
this year, dude.
No, that 1-2 draw with the 1-2 draw, I couldn't stand that 1-2 draw. That shit was so stressful. There was a 1-in-4 shot that we got we got the world's ending game.
Dude, Yon was like, yo, with our luck we're getting BLG.
I wouldn't say okay, but that added Yon, it's fun.
Yeah. And then dude, it was a 50-50 to get G2 fly, yeah.
It's okay. No, it's good that didn't work out because if it did, that would have all but guaranteed we would have ruled BLG. So the fact that we were able to get, because I was fully willing to sacrifice FlyQuest since they were 2-1 to get not BLG. Like this is a great state we're in. Of course, though, if you look at the bracket, it could be bad because if you have top win and T1 wins and Hanwha wins, like most people are going to expect, then it's going to be with TL winning, like most people expect, Weibo winning, like most people expect, and BLG winning, like most people expect. You have top T1, Hanwha, TL, Weibo, and Billy. And so, like, Billy could roll G2, and then G2, and then Billy beats G2. TL could roll T1. Yeah, exactly. TL could roll T1, and then they lose. And FlyQuest could roll Weibo, and then they lose. And we got 0 Western teams. Or you flip that around. Though, yeah, and I don't want that one. I want a guaranteed West at least. Like if we can get FlyQuest G2.
So mathematically
and like TL
speaking,
T1, ideally like G2.
Mathematically speaking, it is always guaranteed that one Western team like makes it. It's
it's not actually. In fact, we just explained to you why it was not mathematical. You did not listen.
No.
But explain to you how Ahren just explained to you mathematically how we could possibly not.
Okay, we could possibly have not, but historically we have.
Okay, so that has nothing to do with it mathematically. It's math.
Okay, my fault. Historically speaking, we have. There will always be a Western team. Always.
But to be fair, with just a bad roll, if you like in a chalk series, we will like just be done.
Oh yeah.
And because nothing crazy has to happen besides the draw. It's not So I don't know. I just hope. I'm gonna be honest. I'm praying for like the coward's way out of an NA team kill.
No.
Nah, I want the NA team kill. I'm sorry. It would just you gotta understand. My heart wouldn't be able to take like.
It's such a lame way to go out though.
Like, but that it's a leapfrog. And then and I really hope it would be TL that would make it out because I think they're the team that's best poised to win a.
Fly beats Weibo, Team Liquid beats Top. That's my.
That would be sick. That would be sick as well.
Ideally,
I was gonna say ideally TL beats Damwon because I think they have a much better chance of beating Damwon. But I'd honestly rather face Damwon than G2. Like
I kind of agree.
Yeah. I favor G2 there.
Damwon is probably the best possible option. Either Damwon and then next up obviously is G2.
IMO Fly is the best possible option, but yeah, Damwon then G2. Okay, and probably
if we don't
TL,
want the team kill.
Or T1.
If we don't want the team kill.
If we don't want the team kill, Damwon number 1, G2, and then probably T1.
I prefer not to see the team kill. I would prefer not
but it'll be so stressful though. It'll be so fucking stressful.
Gambling.
I like the safe bet. Because it would suck to end up with none. Especially, though, in that instance... Oh, I guess no, it could be like G2 versus like Fly, and you could have that be the case, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so then because with it being like TLDK, that already sets up the no Western teams win. But I don't know. I'll be cheering for all Western teams getting to the 2-2 or getting past 2-2.
Ahren learning the metric system just for whatever European team makes it out.
I don't want the whatever European team that make it out to win Worlds because that would make my life miserable. I would if I didn't have to hear Europeans, but at the same time, if NA won, I would forever shit talk Europeans. So I get it.
But we won MSI. No, we won Worlds.
Exactly. Like forever and always, I would hold that shit. Also, I mean, part of the reason, like, besides, unless it's Jojo Pune on a team.
How did Jojo Pune get here?
The team, because no. The team that the player / team that I want to win a Worlds more than anything is TL, purely because I think Core has the best Worlds skin idea I've ever heard. I love Rel with the TL horse. It's never gonna happen. Blue. It's never gonna blue. But
is that the name of
it would be sick. Yeah, blue. Yeah. Oh. God, it's such a good idea, Core.
I wish I got a photo with that horse at Newark, bro.
You should have.
Was there like a mascot?
Yeah, he was the mascot running walking around.
Oh my, was there?
Yeah, bro.
I didn't even know.
Bro, you're too enamored by Mrs. Chimchim or something, dude. He was big as fuck.
Yo, Mrs. Chimchim, I know you're one of our best viewers.
All right, so obviously, I think we want to break. I'm gonna highlight
some of your
I'm gonna highlight 4 teams. I'm gonna highlight 4 teams that we're gonna talk about. Two of them are obvious. I want to talk about FlyQuest and TL and how we felt about their games, but also LNG.
Yes.
5 teams actually. BLG and T1.
I was about to say, what about Gen G? Hello?
No, because Gen G went 3-0 and no one's shocked.
All right. NA and a team that each of us want to talk about. All right.
Yeah. So first, FlyQuest, 2-1. Really liked. I thought they had it was a boring as fuck game, but it was a really strong showing against GAM. They were supposed to win anyway, obviously, but I'm glad that they showed discipline in the victory, which was nice. It was a good game. Then D+ Kia, one of the more frustrating games I've watched from them. Looked really bad, and then it looked really winnable, and it was like, okay, Bwimpo is inting at Bwimpo and Inspired are inting out of their fucking minds. But
Bwimpo's Darius picked it.
Yeah, shit was so bad.
Yo,
no TP in the lane swap is psychotic. Dude, yeah, Masu. No, that's the thing. Masu and Quad were looking so good, and then they were the dumbest motherfuckers and actually did the biggest into the whole game by just not backing, which is the thing that I get so mad about. It looked so winnable. And it looked so bad, and then it looked so winnable, and then we decided to throw it again. Like, they were so ahead. I don't know. It was so frustrating to watch. I think then we go back to PSG. Obviously, Fly has only beaten 2 minor region teams and lost to the weakest Eastern team, in my opinion. So while they're 2-1, I genuinely do think they look worse than TL. And the other thing that worries me slightly is the only way they have shown like victory is through that Ahren, Ahren, Leona, Kaisa play, because in their other draft they just didn't look the same at all. That was really good. Bwimpo created, I think it was Hilla saying it. I'm like, tweeted out after the game, like, I've never seen Renekton create that much space in my life.
He only created that much space thanks to Inspired on Ahren, bro. Dude.
Yeah.
Ivern.
No, that was a good
think-
fucking call.
I think
That was a
Brandon was
good
saying
fucking
it,
call.
dude. He was just like, "Yo, Ivern's broken, bro. I've seen enough.
No,
I've seen
yeah,
enough,
no,
bro."
Ivern,
Because how
I'm
does
convinced
Blippo
that's the best
send it?
champ in the game.
Eat like 5 turret shots, is getting like autoed by Jin and just slice and dices out, like with
I
like a quarter
appreciate
of his
it.
HP. Like, hello.
It shows a ton of trust in your jungler, which if you have Inspired as your jungler, you need to show a ton of trust in that guy. Obviously, it shows, a high understanding of your limits on the champ, on Renekton, and exactly what Ivern can do. So it's not like it wasn't all planned and they didn't get lucky with some of the things where it's like, holy shit,
No,
he lived.
the draft
Every
was
single
very
time it
fun.
was holy shit, he lived, but they knew he was going to live. when they went in. They weren't
Masu
doing
had
that
a-
like, oh, let's see if this works.
Masu had a
yeah.
pretty standout performance, and I want to give
Masu
credit
is-
to Quad for
Dude, our
bringing up
ADCs
the
are looking so
Cassiopeia.
good.
Dude, no,
Yeah.
the cast pick was actually kind of turbo because it was
It's
like
so good.
Vi,
Yeah.
Gnar.
They showed the
Ahri,
Vi Ahri already, and you already know their theme.
Yeah, you already know what they want to do, so just miasma. Miasma.
Quite good, quite good.
So banger picks. Shout out to the Busio. You were only allowed 3 deaths before like 10 minutes, and you kept it 3 deaths at the very end of the game. So shout outs to you.
Yeah. Shout out Masu the most. I'd say he's been very standout, especially for a rookie. I'd love to see it,
Yeah,
and especially
video?
after MSI.
Especially after MSI's, dude. This dude does not look like he's nervous. Maybe
No.
he's hiding it well, but
Looks like it.
the way he plays, the way he moves, the way he carries himself, he's not nervous.
Inspired's so good. I'm hoping that.
Hanwha,
I guess I don't care as much about Hanwha. I guess against what they draft. Obviously, I think
their game against Hanwha's
I'm never
be
gonna say
important.
no team can ever win a best of one. Like it's not unwinnable, and I hope
Yeah,
they
it's
have a
best
good
of 3.
draft. Oh, it is a best of 3. My bad.
Their series against Hanwha. Yeah, hold on. Their series against Hanwha, in my opinion, is going to be very important because if they somehow win this, the momentum that will just like come of that win would be huge. But if they lose
Yeah.
it, they can just bring themselves back together
I feel
and
like
pray whatever
Even-
team they fight against is like a better matchup.
Even in a best of 3, it's definitely not unwinnable. I don't know what I would.
it's not
what
unwinnable.
odds I would
It's just
give them.
like I
maybe
feel
like
like
10% odds.
what's gonna happen is if they do win a game, it's gonna be the first one, and then they're gonna run the next one super
No,
hard.
I agree. I'm with you. What did I see that was tweet that was great? It's because like during the first Swiss stage, everyone was talking about how NA not had an advantage per se because it was more even a joke when they were saying, but since we played all best of ones, we were a good best of 1 team. I saw someone that's like NA is not prepared for this at all. They don't know how to fuck to play at best of ones for this split since we've been able to thank fucking God play best of 3s.
Yeah, no, it's the change is so nice.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for the Hanwha match because I want to see FlyQuest against what I think is, the 3rd strongest team at the tournament. And if they look, I don't need them to win it to be happy. I want them to look competitive in it. I want Masu to be able to show up, Inspired to be able to show up. I want Blippo to not run it down. Quad, just like. If our solo laners can just play to a consistent level, and we let Masu and Inspired kind of like excel a little bit with Busio playing to that consistent level, I don't think we'll win. But I think, we'll show that we're not fucked. Yeah. Maybe take a game. Maybe we don't, but it could be like, TL game where it's like we lost that game and it was really heartbreaking and it was very frustrating in some aspects, but there were parts of it you can take away, like the macro. So that's pretty much FlyQuest. TL. Gonna transition that. Talk about Masu, Yone. Both of these fucking North American AD carries have been looking amazing for us at Worlds. Brandon, what have you been seeing out of TL?
Well, first I want to bring out the disappointment
Start from the first 2 games.
The first 2 games. Well, so the LNG match was a really good showing. We just couldn't execute on the final stuff.
Can't land a
of
fucking
course,
Nico.
Yeah, the big one was when APA channeled his ult too early, so he couldn't flash over the wall. So they got 2 instead of 4, which really that would have blew up the game, and we would have probably won that. Which, in hindsight of how LG is doing right now, it's a lot better. But and then so that game felt stolen, and then Weibo we had the lead, we had the draft advantage, we had everything on our side, but we played a fight too early. Impact tried to bait for it, and we committed too early, and we ended up losing it.
Games, dude.
Mm-hmm. And then, but it wasn't the end of it. We could have won after that, but the big blunder was APA trying to solo kill Xiao, and he died right after his flash, and unable to get the R off.
Yeah, that was. We had such a strong lead against that team too. Like LNG, it was like a couple fights, I think, but Weibo, that we 1,000,000% should have won.
For our two losses, it's been definitely mostly APA and some small blunders from Umti. But our wins was
Umti, dude.
Impact and Core played very bad in our wins.
Yes, Impact was getting gapped the fuck
out. The spawn video?
The video, yeah, the spawn video. I think it's another case. It's another case of people only watching competitive League of Legends, and they've never participated in sports in their life, and they've never watched sports in their life, and they're like, "Oh, he's too harsh. Oh, he's being a dickhead."
I was going through those comments. It was so frustrating,
dude. It
was exactly like Faker when he was slamming his head in the wall.
Dude, it made me happy. A majority of the comments I saw were like, okay, a lot of these people have not actually watched sports before.
Yeah.
Like Spawn cares about this team and he cares to see it win, which is why he's harsh, and he's hard on CoreJJ as a player, not as a person. Like, he's not shitting on him as a human being. He's
Core's the team captain.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was say. Core's the captain of that team. You know, he's the one that, because Spawn, it's like, League is very different from other sports where there's nothing Spawn can do once they lock it, or
it's not like Valorant where you get a timeout to have a coach
when you get into that match, that's all CoreJJ.
It's only 5 people. It's only your 5 men.
Spawn,
that's it.
Yeah, Spawn can do whatever he wants outside of it. Coach, do all that. Once they get in, how the game goes is, obviously people need to play better, but the direction of the game is largely on CoreJJ. And most of the time, I think he's one of the best players in the West in terms of like being able to figure out what needs to happen.
Yeah, calls.
And just in general. No, he's so fucking handless. And just in general.
Me when I became a world champion,
like
Ardent
across the world, I think he's very, very.
Don't laugh.
I trust that man with my
meta for supports, bro.
Trust that man with my fucking life.
Yeah, he went Ardent meta with Ruler as the AD. I don't know what to say.
Ruler. But. Anyway. Yeah, no, they did not look good in that last one.
You want to talk about BLG, Aaron? I talk about LNG, and Eddie talks about T1?
I'm specifically talking about like a match. I want to talk about like T1 later, but it's more just small things.
Now we gotta. Well, I mean, we still got GAM to talk about. Obviously, favorite in this one.
Let me put my thing in there for GAM real quick.
It's nice. It's nice not having pressure. It's nice being like, oh, FlyQuest is probably gonna lose, but it's Hanwha. Now it's like, we can't be losing this.
Yeah, it's not the same head-to-heads. I realized when I was on my walk, it's like it's not the same head-to-heads. Kiaya is fighting Impact instead of Summit, of course. Levi fighting Umti instead of Piosik. They had Kachi last year.
Yeah.
Now they have
but at
Emo.
the same time, like they're carrying the same like name and team name. So on paper, this is still a run back. Like
Kiaya and Levi can be scary. I will.
So that matchup is gonna be.
I am very not scared of Easy Love LEO.
I will say I will give GAM credit. These people they brought it back against Mad Lions. I'm not gonna call Mad Lions a bad team. I think I call them bad just for shits and giggles, but they genuinely brought it back against Mad Lions because oh my god, that series was just the third game.
21-minute win.
So
I hope that's the fastest progression. My pickems.
All right. What do I? Okay, with BLG, here's what I'll have to say. Game 1, Mad Lions, they won. No shock there. LNG, I think LNG is a very strong team. They lost it.
Do you want to know why LNG beat BLG? Because Ruler made sure your gal stayed at home, and that's why LNG has made it to quarters.
LNG, obviously they've been looking very strong. I will say. Obviously, not saying that BLG is beating no strong feet, but 2 of their 3 wins I think they're looking very strong. But 2 of their 3 wins were against weaker opponents. And then one of their wins was against one of the strongest opponents, or the strongest opponent. So credit to them and how they're playing, but DK2O is a fraud match, I'm going to be honest. Not that they're on fraud watch at all. I think they'll get to their side of the bracket and be one of the favorites to win the whole thing. With BLG, they lost the first match. I didn't really care. I'm not sweating it at all. Part of the reason, BLG in series looks much better than BLG in a best of one because, watch them in best of fives, they'll lose game one. And there's no sweating it ever. And it's kind of the equivalent of that. Obviously, once they lost against T1 as well, I was sweating a little bit. But now they're full in series mode. They're not going to have to face T1 again. Maybe they face Hanwha. Actually, if they face Hanwha, that would be crazy. Regardless, I think no matter who they face, that would be hype as fuck, actually.
Yeah, that
would be terrible for my pickems. What?
You gotta shut the fuck up about the pickups. No. That would be hype as fuck. You actually are such a hater. I can't stand you with these pickums. It's fine. But yeah, I'm not nearly as worried about them now. I'm glad they didn't roll TL. I'm sorry, PSG. That's a hype series, kind of. Okay, if it is a hype series, that'll be crazy to me. But obviously, BLG is looking weak.
I did hear
one of the
that,
interesting things, I think we're about to talk about. Yeah, one of the interesting things, it's looking like Jun is stepping up. He's been playing scrims based on the fact that they know Wei is not in scrims because he's been solo queuing during scrims. I've heard different things. Like, I've heard it's just a meta read, and for the fact they want Wei playing with the meta junglers that they want, or not Wei, sorry, Jun. But at the same time, maybe they think it'll just be better overall because obviously going into MSI, everyone was like, Jun On is like crazy jungle sub duo, and they are what makes that bot lane. So who knows? It could be interesting if they do that. I think it's a good idea to do it right now, since they're they get a 6th world skin. Bin's already got his Jax game in, so I'll be shocked if he never plays it again. But if for some weird reason he doesn't, he's already got the Jax game in if he wins Worlds. Obviously, a good time to put Jun in because they are against PSG, which will be the weakest team they face the entire tournament.
Are you sure Mad Lions wasn't weaker?
My bad.
Gotta put some respect on Paris Saint-Germain.
I forgot that was one of the teams they played. I kind of meant just going forward, but weakest team they'll be playing going forward. Hopefully, unless Gam does some shit. So we'll see how that goes, if it's good or not. I don't have too many thoughts on it, but yeah, BLG obviously a bit shocking that they're in that 1-2 bracket. Very scary for
everyone.
The draws. Yeah, literally it's just a death bomb in draws now. Or death ball, I guess I should say. All right, and then we'll talk about T1.
I was gonna
say, you want to take this?
I just want to give a quick anecdotal to just the fact that the analysts and casters, the way they speak on T1's name always feels so like blink twice. Okay, but yeah, blink twice if there's a gun pointed to your head. So if there's one thing I hate in sports is when people get angry whenever analysts say, oh, this player on this team is underperforming. Because Faker right now, he's not doing the best. He's not doing what he used to do. He's not the weakest member on T1, but he has not been looking like the strongest. And these analysts, they're dancing around the subject, but they never say it. They never do, and it pisses me off so much. Like, okay, I get that T1 essentially makes a lot of money for LoL Esports, but I hate the fact that analysts can't be honest about this team. They can never just give the facts, give the data that this team right now is low-key lacking, and that's fine. I think if I were a fan of T1, I think I would be okay with that. Because if they somehow win Worlds while still like lacking, because they were not doing the best in LCK.
They're not winning this fucking Worlds.
Okay, they're not. But if they do, I think if I were a T1 fan, it would feel great because they were doing practically like terrible, or not terrible, but like they were underwhelming all year, and somehow win Worlds, and it feels like a good story to have instead of people just like, I don't know what it is, bro. The drone mentality, the hive mind of like these fans, it just makes me so sad.
I'll actually like break down and cry if T1 goes back to back Worlds wins.
If they do, I don't know, bro. Faker's the GOAT. Yo, he'll have more rings.
I want G2 over T1. I want G2 over
I
T1.
was gonna lean into that. I need G2. I need G2 to win here. I need G2 to win. I know historically speaking, I think G2 only has like one series on T1, and that was in 2019. Obviously, completely different. Wait, what?
And MSI and Worlds of that year.
Oh yeah.
They beat them.
No, they. Oh yeah. So, but that was a completely different roster. Obviously, I think the current iteration of T1 has been punching on G2, so it is what it is. I need them to win here. G2 has been looking very strong this whole tournament. They essentially brought Hanwha like to like that game was a pretty big slugfest. They put in the work. They beat out Weibo very convincingly. I forgot who their first match was. Pain Lamau, but they're here now, and I think a win here would mean so much for G2, like just momentum wise. Because holy shit, you beat T1, like you
and
beat
you're in
T1.
quarters.
Yeah, and now you're in quarters, like on home ground especially. So
yeah.
T1 is still looking strong. They're looking very like they're looking solid, but I think G2 has this. I believe in the drafting for G2. Play something.
Yeah, winning in this part of the bracket is a lot nicer too, because then you're not going to be able to fight the 3-0s.
Yeah.
LNG or Genji.
Because then you save yourself from fighting you save yourself.
Yeah, you could potentially fight an 0-3,
which is beautiful.
So, I don't know 3 at 2-3.
So win here, so your chances of making it far in the actual like bracket stage will be good. So I believe in G2 there. Does anyone have anything to add for Telecom 1 together as one?
No, we'll talk about LNG now. Hooray! Let's go.
Shouts to the ruler. Shouts to the ruler. LNG ruler, the GOAT.
I guess their like team bond just got stronger because nothing brings you together than swapping for money to get your boy some bail.
Dude, imagine if Yagao was here, dude. Imagine if Yagao.
If Yagao was here, they're not doing as much work as they can. I think they have a stronger meta read than most of the teams. I don't know about the Galio picked up, but I have really enjoyed all their matches. I will say LNG is the team, and I'm supporting. That is an NA team, of course.
Yeah.
How come his passport isn't being revoked?
Well,
because if LNG ever played an NA team, he would always cheer for the NA team.
Yes.
Would you?
You're like...
Yo, Brandon, blink twice if he has a gun pointed.
Yeah, no. He would rather have FlyQuest beat LNG than
Aaron, he blinked twice. He blinked twice. He has a gun pointed to his head.
I would have 100 Thieves beat LNG, yes.
Yeah, he'd have
I would
Eddy
prefer 100 Thieves over LNG in a hypothetical one-on-one. Yes.
Yeah. But you wouldn't. Yeah. You wouldn't, Eddy.
I like money.
You're like,
you
go for... Nah, there's no money. There's no money. That's the thing. That's the thing. If you're like, I got $1,000 on this game, and I need LNG to beat TL, I'm like, well, fuck, you shouldn't have bet that, you traitorous bastard. But at least I understand that there's something to gain by
my pickems.
Picking this. You get nothing for the pick. You need out. You need out of this country.
Yeah, it was really hard for TL versus LNG, of course. That's the thing. Yeah. But I'm happy for LNG making it 4-3-0, beating DK, those frauds.
Yep.
I'm really liking Scout
that pedophile. Actually, that's another team who I'm cheering for over G2. I would also want G2 to win over DK for a Worlds win.
Mm-hmm. There we go. That's right. Weiwei, nice facilitators. Gala is one of my favorite players to watch. Period, dude. They gave him the Kaisa versus DK. Like what?
That dude.
Gala, the best Kaisa player.
The Kaisa
in the world.
is so strong. I feel like.
Yeah, and Gala is also the best Kaisa in the world. Oh.
It's Yone.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And then Hong.
Note how he didn't say yes. He said that's fair.
No, that is fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't say yes, like, with enthusiasm, being like, yes, Yone is better than Gala on Kaisa.
Well, I mean, he is essentially. He's saying that's a fair take.
Don't say essentially, just
I
say
don't
yes.
disagree with
There's
that.
no need for adjectives.
There's no need for you to
He
speak up
got
in
me.
the
You
first
didn't need
place.
to get me like it's
Yeah.
like whatever. Like it's like. And Hong is like okay. He's definitely looked better than he has looked. I will admit. Hong has looked significantly better than he did during LPL. So I'm happy with this team. I hope they make it far, and I hope they don't choke in Fortress like they did last time. Unless it's versus NA.
I don't think they'll choke in quarters. They will not
They have
drown.
Way
They will
right
not
now,
drown in quarters, I believe.
Mm-hmm. So let's go LNG.
Shoutouts to.
Yeah, I was so surprised when they beat BLG. I was so hyped about that.
I want to give a quick shout out to Gen G, specifically Pays on the Twitch. So I didn't watch the game live.
That shit was crazy.
But I watched the replay. Dude. Oh my goodness. Like I don't even know where to begin with the pick because like what scrims are you playing where like this was an option? Like you guys were just like, yo, we're about to go with this. Like I don't remember what was banned, but I'm probably gonna guess that like Kaisa was not there and they wanted like a mixed damage ADC. Like was Varus not? Oh, Varus was picked. Like I said, Varus was picked away from them, and they wanted a mixed damage ADC. I remember, yeah, because they wanted the last pick ADC. This pick, nah, dude, you're just jumping people, bro. You're just jumping people, dude. It's such a sick thing because Nocturnal plus Twitch Q, yo, and then essentially what's her face? Aurora invisibility in with her in between worlds. Like you're done. You can't move.
The quadra dive is crazy.
Dude, I have no words for that series. That third game, that is like those are beautiful picks to just like bring yourself to quarters with.
I agree. Dude, the Twitch that was so fun. That was such a fun pick.
I think Twitch Nocturne is just a cheat code. Like also,
I will say though, Delight, beautiful rel. His 4-man Q into
shit,
the knock-up R into Zeka's Yone R.
I've been said that
arguably the best play I think I've seen.
Bro,
so
that
far
champion keeps me up at night. I've been said.
Dude, it was so funny because that was the same game where like Grims was talking about like every time I see Rel, she always runs it down.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, dude, that champion keeps me up at night because a rel that knows how to abuse flash, hex flash, and knows her range. Dog, you can't get close to. Bro, don't even walk up. Do not. You're done. Oh, you're under your turn. Say less. And
Rel's kit is just so good across the board. Like
Rel
she
is
does
way
not
better
waste
at mobility compared to like Riona because her dismount W. Dude, flash W2 is so just point and click.
It's so ridiculous.
I don't like it.
Yeah, Rel is a strong pick. I used to play a lot of Rel. I don't play much anymore because I suck at it. But
you're bad. Lowy low.
I'm bad. Before we get into predictions, you want to talk about how we feel about the meta?
No. Let's get into predictions.
Yone, Aurora?
Hold on. I will say that Yone...
No lack of Jinx?
Dude, the lack of Jinx I'm fine with. I think that thing was only picked like play-ins, and I'm fine with that. The lack of Jarvan is what I want to talk about. Because everyone thought that Jarvan was going to be a pretty big staple pick coming into Worlds. And I think everyone has just been going for like the Vi because it's just a lot easier, point and click, easy money. So Jarvan hasn't been picked as much. Yone, 100% pick man. Please don't leave this thing open. Don't leave it open unless you are good. Unless you are good at drafting, scaling, and working with it. I swear. Another big one. Nocturne Orianna feels like a cheat code. Dude.
Yeah, that shit is frustrating.
How do you get a free shockwave
100 Thieves lost to that.
Sending it, bro, dude. I can't.
TL was losing to that.
Because I don't know how to play. Maybe it's because we're blessed with the spectator view of just like, oh, we see everybody. But like, imagine fighting against that. Like as a squishy. Yeah, like it's impossible. It's physical. It doesn't matter how much vision you have, dog. It's impossible.
That's why they were playing Twitch.
Can't see him.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Anyway, predictions.
I'm gonna be real boring with these. All right, go down the line. We'll start top. I'm gonna say top.
I'm also gonna say top
because I think DK is weaker. just one of the weaker teams. Also, I think top is strong. The fact that TN was MVP, I learned that after not paying attention and
No,
watching
there's
MSI, and that shit
yeah.
was crazy.
I am running with top esports, only because I think, because I think Cream has been putting in a better show. Maybe it's because he fought Fnatic, but like I think the win against T1 is like good momentum to have. Yeah. So I don't know. I think they beat out D+ pretty easy.
Yeah.
Looking good
G2 T1. I'm going with G2. I got
G2
faith
esports.
in these boys. I got
G2
faith
I'm gonna say T1.
boys. Caps.
I gave my reasons. I believe in G2.
T1. I wouldn't be surprised either way.
I think
it's pretty close. Maybe like 60 T1 favored.
I think
it's 100% T1 favored.
I'm giving it to the draft.
Yeah,
it's 100% T1. It's 100% T1 favored. But if T1 somehow has a loss against a team, it means they can bleed. So
thing is, you know they're never pulling out that Galio top because Zeus's ass is not playing a fucking.
Dude, I was so surprised. I'm really real quick about this. Did the Zayu, that Galio top surprised the fuck out of me because I didn't know his passive had that. I didn't know it reset after abilities. Basically reset. Dude, I had to reread his abilities. Like, I didn't know this on Galio because you get a 3-second cooldown reduction on your passive. I played Galio and I was getting so much more damage. Anyway.
All right, Hanwha FlyQuest.
I'm sorry,
it hurts my heart. Hanwha. I'm gonna pick Hanwha for this one.
Yeah, it's Hanwha. Unfortunately, it's the best of 3 too.
Okay, no shame in losing to the LCK 1 seed though.
Maybe take a game.
Put up a good showing.
This is where it gets fun.
All right, 1-2. The stressful ones. Loser is done. Winner gets to pray that he gets to
I think.
Hopefully to make it to quarters. TL Gam.
I think TL wins this in 3 games.
Really? I'm hoping they don't do that to my heart, but I'm gonna go with TL as well. Hopefully
I hope TL doesn't have to have 3 games, but something in me just screams that it's going to be 3 games because it's Gam. So that's what I'm seeing right now.
I don't even need to say what I'm seeing.
Yeah, one saving grace of being an O2 team is you do play the most games to get out. So you've
games
got
keep
the
you
most
warm.
Experience on the patch, and so I'm hoping they can use that.
I think it's stage games, having the most stage, because I know teams are playing scrims like 24/7, but the stage games are where you like get warmed up.
No, Champs Queue is like a shit fest. I'm gonna be honest. I watched that shit. No one gives a fuck.
It's so chaotic.
Weibo versus Fnatic.
It's Weibo.
It's Weibo. I'm not. Humanoid go next. I've been saying for episodes, bro. Humanoid go next lifetime, bro. It's okay. Just drop.
Is there a world they can win? I think there's a slight world. I mean, they brought them close last year when they had theirs.
I think there is a world where Fnatic has the chance to beat them out.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know.
It should. Yeah. It should. Weibo should win that for sure.
Like even in Weibo's loss against G2, it was.
And who knows? Maybe Xiaohu just goes handless for like.
That game was looking kind of dicey. I'm not gonna hold you. So I'm gonna give it to Weibo.
Yeah, Weibo. All right, Billy PSG. I'm going with BLG. Shocker, I know.
This one hurts my heart.
Yeah, I'm sorry, PSG. You got a fucked draw.
No. I want to say PSG so bad.
Admittedly, I think stand up. You're strong, PSG.
Stand proud.
Stand proud.
They're fighting the first seed, bro.
Okay, yeah. Billy's gonna take. Hold on. Here you go. Ready? Just so I can salvage this. BLG in 3.
All right.
I don't think PSG goes quietly into the night. Just saying it now.
Hope not.
With how they've been playing these first games, it's not the most insane thing I've heard. But yeah, I still think there's no way they win this fully. But yeah, there's predictions. I think that about covers it. Honestly, I think bit of a chaotic start to overviewing the Swiss. We kind of jumped around everywhere. I'm glad we were able to
It's
highlight a
all
couple
out war, baby. I love it.
storylines. It has been a very fun Swiss so far. I am sad we've gotten no NAEU, but
That might change. The
yeah,
2-2
when we
would be
get
important.
it'll change
Yeah.
in quarterfinals when we get in semifinals. G2 versus FlyQuest, Fnatic versus TL, baby.
Bro, I'll take a day.
Get
I
ready-
will take
get
days
ready
off
for
to
those
watch that.
semis.
I will actually take days off to watch that, dude. There's no world where that happens. But if there is, yo, please let it be ours, please.
It's in one of these universes it happened, Eddy, though.
Okay, I believe it happened.
Just-
Oh,
just
bet. Hold on.
find
It's gotta be
solace.
this one.
Find
It's this one.
solace.
It's this one. It's gotta be this one, right?
All right.
Hopefully.
Well,
We've covered Swiss. We've covered the storylines. We have covered our predictions.
we will be back previewing knockout stage
When does knockout
with
TBD.
TBD. It's not
Oh.
actually TBD.
Can't be actually. I was gonna say.
But knockout, yeah, sorry. We will be back previewing knockout stage with
Knockout stage ends on the 13th.
once again.
So we'll
with
we'll, we'll be ready.
Knockout start October 17th, and they go at 8 a.m. EST every day, which honestly works. That works for me. Yeah.
Push it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Super good Swiss
Yeah.
so far. If there's no Western teams, I'll kill myself. If there's no NA team, I will kill myself. If we roll
Mhm.
BLG, I will kill myself. Hi, Jacob.